Damn, I messed up the intro. Titans Go! Part 2! Welcome to Secret Identity. When there's trouble, you know who to call. Ghostbusters. I am your host. I guess we never. Well, I have a theory about which Robin was in Teen Titans, but I'm host and co-creator of the Teen Titans Secret Identity podcast, Mr. Brent Birnbaum, who both of us did not discuss. This is classic when you don't talk about what you're going to wear to the party, because I was like, I'll dress up, it'll be fine. Those guys never dress up, and then Brent and I are both Robins, and it's what I can hope for. This is the two men you want, not the one you deserve, but the one you want. My Robin, Mr. Brent, Robin Birnbaum.
Robin, it's a pleasure to do this with you. And I know they don't say which Robin it is on Teen Titans, but we know it's Dick. It's obviously Dick. It's so clearly Dick.
Oh, well, why you say that?
For so many reasons, but there's an episode where Raven goes in Robin's brain and you see two trapeze artists falling. There's another episode where Starfire goes into the future and she sees older Robin. He's Nightwing, exactly. There's another one where the name is spelled backwards as Dick Grayson.
And then there's another one where at the end they're like, "That's a really nice name. You should use it more." And he's like, "Really? Wow, okay." And his name was Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson, yeah. I always thought that the Batman who trained him, and I know you've never seen it, but the Batman who trained the Robin from Teen Titans was the Batman from the show you've never seen, the Batman, because he is the Robin in that show is ruthless, man. That is the most ruthless depiction of Robin I think we've ever seen, and that was pre-Damian Wayne. And I was like you. We were not far apart from age when this came out, and we talk all the time about how, like this week, we've had Daredevil, Invincible, which I just caught up on, The Boys, and Maul.
I studied to watch The Boys.
And I have to. I haven't watched The Boys either. But like, I was like, what a great time to be a nerd. And the only time I could really think where like it was like this was in the 2000s when we had Justice League, Teen Titans, the Spider-Man show, Spectacular Spider-Man. Like it is. That was the golden standard, and Teen Titans Go, which a lot of people have had their whatever is about. I like a funny DC show,
my issue with that show is it was like they had made the original show, the one we're talking about today, the original Teen Titans, to be more of like a sillier version of like the Justice League. But it was amazing because it was silly, but it's still,
I would argue it was darker than Justice League a lot of the time.
I think so too. I think it eventually got to that point, whereas like Teen Titans Go was just like unnecessary. It's kind of like maybe what they envisioned the show originally being, like really for kids. That being said, the Teen Titans Go movie was awesome. Really
good. Well, it was the classic trap of like, the toys, merchandise. I remember the year for Christmas I got Titans Tower. It was like the best Christmas ever. I loved Robin as a kid. I never read the Teen Titans comics. You and I have always talked about how we grew up on Tim Drake, and the Titans comics were kind of difficult for me to read. I don't know why. It was very much like the 80s period of comics, and it was weird. But then Teen Titans, I think I was like maybe 6 or 7 when it came out. And first of all, before we talk about anything else, right when you heard that theme song, that I wish that was my theme song.
Oh, you know
who to call. Zora, Mom, Donnie. He was working 311. There is no better theme song for a superhero show to let you know that this is going to be for kids and adults, and then they even had a spin-off show, the Hi Puffy Amiyumi show.
That's right, about the band that sang the song.
About the band, yeah. And so like I just played the theme song before we started recording. It amps me up, man.
For sure.
Did you rewatch all the episodes?
I didn't rewatch all the episodes. I rewatched most of seasons 1 and 3. Because
the best ones.
The best ones, and also because, and I'll get to this in a little bit, I think Mad Mod, he's only in 2 episodes, is one of the greatest villains ever put to television. And it's one of my favorite. What?
Why?
Because it's almost like a role that was perfectly created for the actor. Like Malcolm McDowell is the voice of Mad Mod.
Oh,
this is an iconic actor. I mean, obviously,
Malcolm
Clockwork
McDowell,
Orange,
man.
Terrence McCook in Entourage, and even
Community.
Community. Sees Metalocalypse. He's Metallo, but this was like made for him.
Wait, he plays Metallo?
He's Metallo, yeah.
And Superman?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, dude, we should play the game on the Patreon. It's horrible. It's Superman versus Apocalypse, and it's so bad. And I was playing it the other night, and I was like, I need Brent's commentary here while I play this because it's so bad. Because we're getting into some gaming stuff on the Patreon, so look out. But sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
That's no, not at all.
We don't have pharmaceuticals to plug, so I just have to plug that once in a while.
But yeah, he's so good, and every time they show him, I guess we could just get into Mad Mod. I love Mad Mod. He's hilarious, and it's such an homage to things that you and I especially love, like the Beatles and Austin Powers and Monty Python and just the British invasion. And it's like you were 6, I was 9, so we're 7 and 10 when this came out, and like yet it still resonated with me. And the scenes are so funny and so well crafted. I actually have one of the chase scenes queued up.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, I'd love to see that.
I've got the volume off because I don't want us to get flagged for copyright like we did on the Supergirl.
Cool. Yeah. You could, and for the listeners, you could talk us through what's happening.
Exactly.
And if you're watching, you can just rest your eyes, ladies, because I know this ain't hard to look at. Two Robins. Baba R stands for Robin.
Can you see the screen?
I cannot see the screen.
Oh, it looks like it's playing. Perfect.
I cannot see the screen, but
I got to add it to the stage.
There we go.
There we see. So you'll have Mad Mod, and he looks like he's just like Monty Python. And then you get all of this here. These colors are beautiful, and this is him taking over July 4th, winning it back for the British. So, like, I think the next one is he goes to Mount Rushmore. Exactly. And he's gonna.
Just. That's so. And knowing this is Malcolm, the animation on this is so.
It's unbelievable.
Then it's so. I just like how they decided to go their own way, and not like this is a team. The silliness of a submarine.
Exactly. Wow. I'm gonna go back to
and
that.
There's the Liberty Bell in the crack. Wow.
I want to see the because that submarine is right. It's perfect.
It's the in the town Mad Mod
when I was born. This is the exact submarine from.
Oh, you know what's gonna happen, Mad Mod? You go back in time, you could stop me from dying. You know that's a conspiracy they say about me.
I dyed my shirt blue.
I live longer than John Lennon because I'm a vegetarian and it's healthier for you.
Hey, Paul, maybe since I'm still alive, I can sleep with some of the groupies.
Hey, Paul, you want to hear this song I wrote about what I think about women are in their relation to the world? No, I don't at all, John. That's okay.
I wrote a song about an octopus.
Ringo, you get back into your fucking hole, Ringo. Ringo, you're doing a good job.
Oh my God, Ringo is Davey Scatino from Sopranos.
Oh no, it's okay. I'm just a little light this week. You know what you gotta do. Look, Starfire is so hot in this show, man.
I was a Raven guy myself.
I was too. That was my intro to goth girls, but Starfire was just knowing that she
was so sweet.
Oh my God, the transitions here.
The transition, Abbey Road now. I mean, this is just like
for a kids show.
You could just tell that the animators had such love.
This looks like the Eleanor Rigby video.
Yeah, exactly. And also just like the Yellow Submarine, the movie, influenced all of animation. I mean, when you watch that, it's crazy to think that came out in the 60s. So it's almost like they're paying tribute to these animators that they love so much, like Glenn Murakami and the David Slack.
Whoa, it's so... I mean, this is just classic. Like, I didn't realize this when I was a kid versus a sex joke. Right. But like, this is
the
comics and the foots from SpongeBob,
like literally dying. This is a Monty Python joke right there.
Robin got his cake draped. I guess I should drape my shit. I'm gonna drape my shit. Drape it. Wow, holy shit.
So good.
This and that. I had no idea about. Wow, Malcolm's been in he's one of those actors. I feel like that they call him and he's like, I don't even care what it's paying. I'll be there.
Absolutely.
I sound like one of those weird Christian movies. But the whole voice acting cast from Teen Titans went over to Teen Titans Go, right?
They did, and it's truly like a legendary crew of voice actors. I mean, I think headlined by. I mean, you got Kari Payton. How am I? Yeah, but Cyborg. Like, honestly, rewatching this, I was like, even though I'm a Dick Grayson guy and I'm a Robin guy,
Dick.
I love Dick. We got to talk to Tom Taylor, the greatest Dick writer of all time, like the greatest Dick Grayson writer.
That might be the most brilliant, smart. That was the most Frasier joke I've ever heard in my life. Oh yes, Niles, I'd say Tom Taylor is one of the great Dick writers of our lives. I'll tell you who's a Dick writer.
But yeah, like that being said, I think Cyborg is my favorite Titan.
Really?
Why? He's so endearing, and he's the one I feel that finds himself, maybe him or Raven, the most in the show. He's got that great moment with Brother Blood when he's why don't I pull up the reason why?
Is it the Starfire one?
It's the episode where Brother Blood is trying to take over the city, and he's using Cyborg's technology to do it. And he's wondering why Cyborg is always resisting him. Yeah. And he's just like, he goes, "Where in your circuits does it prevent, like, are you resisting me?" And Cyborg's like, "It's not in the circuits, man." He goes, "It's me." He goes, "It's the human part." And he's funny and he's charismatic. And then he puts the Teen Titans East together. He's just very,
Can I ask you a question? How do you feel about them over the last 10 years pushing Cyborg into the Justice League?
I hate it.
I don't think he belongs there.
He doesn't belong there. Because to me, he was.
And I never said that about a black man in my life.
He's the bleeding heart of the Teen Titans. I mean, he's like, I love him and Dick Grayson together, and that was a little over my head. That's true. I'm sorry.
Did you get it? I said I've never said that about a black man before, where I said I don't think he belongs here. Oh. Sorry, but yeah, no, I don't. I think Justice League was the first time I saw it, but it might have been an Injustice, and I was like, yeah, I don't understand why
Tom Taylor.
Also by Tom Taylor. Justice League. Yeah. It was just like, I was like, really? Him over a Green Lantern? Even like some of the Reserve or a Martian Manhunter? Like Cyborg to me works with the Teen Titans because he went through. Teenagers are going through these and by teens I mean the Teen Titans, the Titans show, which a lot of people hated, but I really enjoyed the first 3 seasons. The Titans show is like young adults, and I feel like Cyborg works so well because when you're a teenager going into young adulthood, there's so much about the world you don't understand, and Cyborg works best on that team as their transition. Plus, there's no member of the Justice League he has chemistry with. He has chemistry with every single member of the Titans, every single one,
and Titans East. He's just he's that all, and that's a testament to Kari.
Who's on Titans East?
Titans East is Bumblebee, Speedy, who was an original Titans member. Aqualad,
just the audience members know it's not just Slater I talk over. Anyway, continue.
An original Titans member.
Speedy was on it. Original
Speedy,
Titans member.
Aqualad, Bumblebee.
Was Donna Troy on it?
No, not Donna Troy. They didn't have the rights to her. But Matsi Menos.
Matsi Menos. I love
Matsi Menos. Matsi Menos.
That was the first Spanish I ever learned in my life.
Tacos de pescado delicioso. They are so funny, those two.
Yeah, and then who put this thing together, huh? Minos. That's who.
But honestly, Cyborg kind of reminds me of Tom Hagen. Like he doesn't get the same love that Robin gets, but Cyborg, he's the one keeping the team together.
Yeah, and Cyborg to me, like, well, what clip did you want to show first before we talk about it?
I just wanted to show him confronting Brother Blood. I'll pull that up now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I thought it was the one where he confronted David Duke.
That was in the canceled season 6.
Oh no, I thought that was in the canceled Snyderverse movie. Justice League Race War. Okay, so knock back. Love that. Love when Cyborg's got to fight another Cyborg.
Right.
Because you see the difference in is it the machine or the man?
Exactly.
Where you could touch a man made of machine and he could be either warm or cold. And Cyborg, when you touch him, he's warm because he's living, he's breathing, he's a hero.
Yo. Oh my God!
I didn't mean to drop ball like that. Sorry.
No, it's crazy. You just came up with that.
That's what Teen Titans do.
Off the dome.
Listen, it's what happens when you've been watching this show your whole life and you're not sure if you gave Brent that Robin costume or not because
I got this one years ago for a Halloween.
Who's the voice of this dude? Do you know?
Brother Blood, John DiMaggio.
Oh yeah, Cyborg, pipe my shiny metal ass.
That's the other thing. I mean, the villain voices too. I mean, we got Ron Perlman, we got Malcolm as Slade.
Ron Perlman was. Oh yeah, can we talk about Slade?
For sure.
Okay, so Slade, his name was originally Lee Harvey, Deathstroke. But then they said because it was a children's cartoon that Deathstroke was too much for them, right? So they were like, we're gonna change. I didn't want you to see who was sitting here in the corner, but I had Watto right here. I was like, because I had him on the background during Bad Hezbollah. Now I'll keep it. When
I could have been a founding member of the Teen Titans.
I tell you something, man. Oh, the Titans owe me a lot of money. So Deathstroke, I don't know that much about him from the comics, but I know he was a Batman. He trained with Batman. I don't know if this was always the case, but he trained with Bruce in the League of Shadows, and it was named Deathstroke, and then when they made the Cartoon Network show, they said, well, that's going to be too scary for kids because, from what I know about adult executives around children, they're very particular about keeping them safe. I know it's Nickelodeon.
But I was going to say, this is Cartoon Network. We're not talking Nickelodeon.
Yeah. No. But so they said, let's change it to Slade, which I'd argue Slade is just a cool name. Deathstroke is kind of lame. Like that sounds a little dumb. That sounds like a Steven Seagal movie.
They call him Slade all the time in the comics too. It's like how Batman's. Yeah, it's like how Batman's calling Two-Face Harvey. They're always.
I thought you were gonna
Slade.
say it's like how Batman's always calling Two-Face my nigga.
I was so ready to do a Batman voice to whatever you said, and now
that would be a great villain. Instead of Two-Face, it's Blackface.
You're problematic. You're so problematic.
Oh my
even
God.
For me, even for a guy like
me, that's cold. I'm writing that down for our Bat Fam series, and you're going to play Blackface Man.
I am not. I'm absolutely not going to play that character.
For agreeing to it, the true believer.
There's zero chance I'm playing that character.
No, there's a 1 in 20 chance. Well, there was some real. I don't believe that he had. At first, when I was watching it, I was like, I don't think Slade hates all of the Titans. I think he just knows he can get to Robin. But then he realizes who trains Robin, and he's not. Slade's not like the rest of the rogues where he thinks he can outsmart Batman. He knows pretty well that, like, one-on-one, Bruce could probably mollywop that ass if he wants to. So he's like, what'll hurt him more is if I take out who he loves the most, like in Injustice when Nightwing gets killed by Damian by accident, and Bruce like basically disowns him. But then as the show grows, you learn, oh yeah, like that he hates. Why would you say? What would you say? Is it because I have my?
You think this? Sorry, so you think this is Tom playing chess? This is not Tom. This is Deathstroke playing chess. Like Slade is.
I think so.
Slade hates Batman so much. He's like, oh, you know how I'm going to get to you. Dick Grayson's going to work for me.
Well, he also knows he's probably never going to be able to defeat Batman, and he knows that like it's going to be. He's. You have to ask yourself, why don't more villains other than the Joker kill Robins? And also in Injustice, when they find out Dick Grayson died, all of the villains in Gotham were like, "We ain't going out tonight. Not one of us is going out. I ain't risking it tonight. Fuck that shit." So like, but Deathstroke, being the mercenary he is, I think he's a bit of a tactician. This is just my theory. It's not proven, but I think he just knows that like, oh, this is gonna hurt Batman way more than if I kill him, because he can kill Robin and then hide. Maybe not.
I don't want to kill you.
I don't want to kill you.
What would I do without you?
I just don't know if it's so simple. Why haven't he done it?
Go back to training Terra? No. You complete me.
You complete me.
You had me at hello.
the beef that Robin and Deathstroke have, I think, is so well played in the show. Even in the series where he's Red X, in the season where he's Red X,
for sure.
Like it's and is it Tara Strong who plays Robin in this?
No, Tara Strong plays Raven.
Asriath Metrion Synthos.
I
say that every time I come.
Shout out the great Tara Strong, who voices so many characters.
How great would it be to have Tara Strong on the pod?
Tara Strong would be incredible to have on the pod.
Rosie! Does Tara Strong still follow you? Good to know. Rosie's here. Tara Strong.
I was gonna say that's the quietest Rosie's been for 20 minutes.
She's in another room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's the only time she hasn't followed it up with the 20-minute story. But,
you should follow Tara Strong.
I am going to reach out to her ASAP. But yeah, I do want to give her flowers because that's to me that is the OG voice actress, like Tara Strong. I mean, like
Timmy Turner.
Yeah, man. Like I and who else? Who else was in the cast? We had we talked about Cyborg. We had Robin. Raven. Who does Robin?
Scott Menville, I think his name. He does a great job.
I don't know who he is. Maybe.
Yeah, he's mainly known for this role.
For Robin.
Yeah.
What about Firestar? This is probably my favorite rendition of Firestar.
Starfire.
Starfire. Fire. I was thinking.
Thinking Static Shock.
Yeah.
But yeah, Starfire is Hayden Welsh, I think, who to my weebs out there, my fellow anime nerds, is the voice from Gurren Lagann, which is a great anime.
Well, she has such an anime voice. Man.
She does. Yeah.
And I remember being a kid watching that first episode and learning that she learns people's languages by kissing them. I was like, yeah, I mean, as a little boy, how are you not supposed to be like, well, this is the coolest, fucking hottest character ever?
Isn't it glad that she has that power and not Jabba?
Jabba does. It just has never worked. So that's why he tries it on Leia. Did you watch the live action Titans show?
No, I didn't. I hadn't heard great things.
It was controversial. I liked the first 3 seasons. Then I was like, okay, it's gotten to a point. I might have been like one of 5 people that liked it. But like the Teen Titans to me, as opposed to like the Justice League, because you have to ask yourself why I need to be 2. For a while, I would just be like, well, that's the Justice League babysitting the superpowered kids on Earth so they didn't have to deal with them. They're like, let's go in the Watchtower, give them this, and then let them do it. But then when I realized it's Batman basically bankrolling the entire Titans, it's the Teen Titans are a extension of Batman. They're essentially just another part of his mission. Am I wrong in saying that?
Yeah, no, I think it's true, and you can also debate the efficacy of Batman.
Well, then let us debate that.
Like, because this is what Alan Moore was trying to say when he wrote Watchmen. Like Alan Moore, like everyone thinks Rorschach is just the question, which he is.
No, Rorschach is just my parents fighting.
But Rorschach was Alan Moore's way of going, hey, if Batman existed in real life, this would not be a normal guy. This would be a messed up dude. As we've said so many times, Batman is so broken. The fact that if you want to do this, you're messed up, man. Daredevil is broken.
The brightest portrayal of him, of the not broken parts, I'm going to get some shit for saying this, other than Adam West, obviously, but it's Robert Pattinson. When he's holding that woman's arm at the end, that is a man who realizes he doesn't need to. That's probably the first time you see Batman realize vengeance will get you nowhere. Like
vengeance will get you nowhere.
I got goosebumps when you were saying that, and they're still there. That's that perfect. Continue. Sorry.
That's so. I mean, for us, there is maybe something a little irresponsible for not only bringing on Robbins, as you have said many times, but also to bankroll the Teen Titans, which I don't think he does within this show, because they imply that Dick Grayson and Batman had a falling out.
Yeah, but Dick Grayson, where did he get his money from?
He got his money from when his parents had a decent amount of money when they died. And
I don't know if they had Titans Tower money. They didn't have NYU type money.
They didn't have Titans Tower money, but Lucius Fox is a genius. So Lucius Fox invested that money, and then so when Dick
is Lucius in the show?
Now, Lucius is not in the show, but that's just the background for why Dick had money before Alfred died.
Interesting. to your, I want a counterpoint. I'm not saying I disagree with
you.
Yeah,
no, please.
A counterpoint, because of that scene in Young Justice where they're sitting at the round table and everyone is pissed off because they found out Shazam is actually a 10-year-old kid, and everybody votes to kick him out except Batman, and he goes, it makes no Wonder Woman, I think, says, and she's like, yeah, fucking figures that the guy who trains child soldiers has a problem with, or doesn't have a problem with him. Is that why you recruited Robin, Bruce? So he would end up just like you? And Batman goes, so that he wouldn't.
Right.
And I'm like,
which is a great line, and you can kind of argue that it did.
When you edit, if you could cut that scene in and put it in for me, because I butchered it, but I want it. I want because that's the analogy.
Even better than that.
Oh yeah. Please. And we could, as long as we talk as we're doing the screen sharing,
we're not going to
get copyrighted.
We won't get copyrighted.
Yeah. I'm so glad that that you know how to do this now.
Right? Changes the game.
What's that? I don't know where they are. But just buzz. It's okay. I'll get up if anything. Don't worry about it. It's okay. I'll be done in 30 minutes.
All right. Sorry. I'm going to.
No, you good.
There we go.
All right. Yeah, this is what. Yeah. And that'll be easier for us to cut it up.
So this is all right. So this is basically what you were just saying before that, like,
yeah. So she and yeah, okay, yeah. Go back about like, to right there, and then turn the volume up just a little bit. It won't get copyright stricken over it because I'm gonna talk just a little, and then slide it down because the rule is you can't play more than 5 seconds.
The lie of omission is still a lie. You kept an important secret from us.
Okay, so pause that right there. A lie of omission is still a lie.
Okay. Interesting.
I love that. A lie of omission is still a lie. And that's who Diana is, right? Like that's what the lasso of truth is. And what she's doing there is she's standing on business, and she's like, Diana's basically saying, we can't trust him. He's a kid, even if he can do all those things. You just lied to all of us. We didn't know the truth. And then what?
And that's a great call, because that's also the difference between Wonder Woman and Batman. Whereas, like, Batman, for as dark and twisted as he might seem, to Batman there is nuance. It's not just good. It's just
and you don't expect to see it from him.
Exactly. Batman doesn't see the world as a binary. Like, it's not just good and evil, and Wonder Woman kind of does. I think that's why we've talked about before. Wonder Woman is the only one in the Trinity that consistently kills people.
And every time that they do an alternate universe, like in what was it, Flashpoint Paradox, that like we get the Themysciran War against the land dwellers, always goes off the edge. So basically, she says we didn't know the truth, and Batman goes, "I did," and of course he did. And you can press play from there.
I shouldn't be surprised, since you indoctrinated
Robin
into crime
I'm talking now.
at the ripe old age of 9.
Robin needed to help bring the men who murdered his family to justice.
Pause it.
So he could turn out.
Okay, so the rule is 5 seconds, and then you don't have to talk during the 5 seconds.
I don't have to talk during the 5 seconds.
Pause it consistently.
Okay.
Yeah. So I want to go back a little bit while Wonder Woman had just said what she said, but here let's go back a little bit. So to where she says, "Is that why you trained Robin?"
Gotcha.
A little bit more. Okay.
Bring the men who murdered his family to justice.
So he could turn out like you?
So that he wouldn't.
Yo.
How do you argue that?
Yo, where you at? Where you at?
Let me ask you a question. Kid, let me ask you a question. I feel like we're Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco on the podcast.
Oh, shit.
Ocho, hold on.
Where you at?
Let me ask you a question. Did Dick Grayson live the rest of his life out in Gotham City and take up the mantle of Batman? No, he began to Bloodhaven and became Nightwing. So did he end up as Batman? Fuck no, he did not.
There we go. Oh, Troy Bond with the mic drop moment. Where you at?
He know what he is talking about.
Troy Bond with the mic drop moment.
I know a lot about putting children into slavery. Yeah. But yeah, so that's why I've always
They're
loved
my
that
employees.
because there's a lot to and Titans goes into the whole. They try to the Titans show tries to tell you Bruce Wayne was a shitty dad and he traumatized his kids, which very well could be true. I'm not saying that I think it's a good idea that he did what he did, but that scene in Young Justice to me and what we know about Dick Grayson and what he becomes and why he's everyone's favorite superhero. That and one and you know me, biggest Batman fan on the planet. I give him shit all the time. That's one time where I will give him a pass because
you are. We've always said, even though I love Batman so much and he's probably my number 2 hero, Spidey's my guy. I'm always
Spidey's my
Spidey guy. And Spidey's your 2, but Batman is your number 1.
Now, let's talk about Spidey and Titans for a second because there was a show in the 80s called Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
Yeah, that's right.
Spider-Man, Firestar, and Iceman. And that was like the only... We're seeing Spider-Man in more team-up situations now, like with Miles and with Gwen. But he never was... There should never be a Spider family the way there's a Bat family because it actually makes Peter pretty uncomfortable to be around that many people because he's all about not putting people he loves in danger. And Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends I watched on VHS all the time when I was a kid because my dad was a 70s kid, so I watched it and I think about that was it. Play us a little clip of that. Oh my god, it was so the animation. That's where 80s Spidey was.
This was it. I mean, it looks just like Super Friends.
Exactly. It looks like Family Guy Spider-Man.
I think this was on Boomerang.
That literally looked like that's the Superman title card.
Exactly. We got Bobby Drake, right? Iceman there.
Star, yeah.
It's amazing. I don't think we've ever talked about Bobby Drake in the 3 years of doing the podcast, and now we've talked about him twice in the last one.
And boy, did they love it in the last clip when we talked.
I didn't realize we had so many homophobic people listening.
Oh, it's my father called me and he was like, "What do you mean X-Men is gay coded?" And it took me 3 seconds to explain.
I don't think it's anyone that actually listens to this podcast. I think it was just people that get.
I think a part of it was. I think a lot of it is because you have to figure. But that's why we do this show. That's why we do it, Cap. To not to change minds.
We could do those things.
Oh, and Doom was in it too. God, how great were 80 shows where you could have Dr. Doom,
incredible.
Those 3. So like that. I think when I was watching Teen Titans, I was like,
shout out Der Rudy or whatever, whoever just uploaded this clip.
That was hilarious. The like superhero team ups to me are so cool when done right, and that's sort of the issue with like them now is it's a big awards, a bigger cash grab war as Secret Wars was. But when I was a kid, Teen Titans had these episodes that stuck with you, and you and I have talked about this episode before, and I want to talk about one. I forget what the name of the episode was called. You could probably find it for me, but there was somebody who showed up to Earth and they were racist against Tamaranians, which is what Starfire is. And he was kind of a dick to her, and then he gets badly wounded, and she saves him. And he says to her, "A Tamaranian saving me? Huh, you must be one of the good ones." And she goes, "Just because I have saved your life and I'm a Tamaranian does not make me good." And Cyborg comes to her after, and he's going, "Hey, I know what it's like to be treated differently because of, well, and they don't say race, they don't say anything else. But they tell you right there what they're saying, and it's one of the most beautiful. Yeah, this is it right here. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
My God.
So let's 5-second roll. Let's see if we can get a little bit of that in here.
Let's see if we get a little bit. All right.
Okay. From right here. Yeah.
Spike, you understand. I didn't mean anything by it. It's just...
Valior, I think it's time for you to go.
Okay, so pause. Yeah, right there. You see him being a little bigoted, right? You see him being bigoted. And then fast forward a little bit. You can
I like his little, I didn't mean anything. I didn't mean anything. I didn't mean you people.
What do racists do?
I've had many opportunities to be racist
against Tamaranians before.
Things were all right.
Okay, so go forward a little. Okay, yeah. Yeah, from right here is good.
Just like the trucks.
Okay, no, sorry. I thought that was when. All right, yeah. Cyborg talks to her here. I think, yeah.
I'm sorry Valior treated you like that. If I'd known, I never would have let it happen.
Shout out Robin being the white savior.
I was just gonna say that was. I was like, I would have voted for Obama.
You're like, this is gonna be Cyborg's moment. And then Dick Grayson's like, I got this.
When we get home, we're gonna post black squares just for you to start calling. We went home and their freedom till we equal. Damn right, I support it.
You have to understand, I'm an ally.
When I was in the 13, I thought I was Robin. That's why Michael Moore did.
None of us would.
There is nothing you could have done. There will always be people who say mean words because you are different.
Pause that.
Sometimes.
God damn it. What a better lesson to teach kids right there, man.
Absolutely. It's incredible.
Kids who are watching shows because they feel alienated. I mean, we've talked about how nerds are when they're kids, you know. It's the nerd stereotype of comic book guy has died. Most people are nerds now. But when you're a kid, it's so isolating, and they're talking directly to their kids there. And I still want to keep watching. I still want to go over. I still want to watch a little bit more. And that lesson there is just so perfect. And I think the reason why Teen Titans has stuck with me my entire life. And there's even a Teen Titans game. My true believers will remember. Please comment below. Remind me what the name of the game was. It was a
comment below. Tell us what the Teen Titans game is.
Brett and I played Batman Rise of Sun 2 together, and that was a fun beat 'em up. And that'd be a really good one for us to do on the Patreon as well. But yeah, just a little bit more of the scene. I want to see because it's good. Go ahead. You can press play.
Cannot be changed. But there are many more people who do not judge others based on how they look or where they are from. Those are the people whose words truly matter.
Yo!
That's it. That's what I wanted to see. The Cyborg stuff must have happened earlier. That is, I mean, I'm gonna cry a little bit thinking about it because I mean, my generational wealth was being blessed with parents who were very liberal and understanding the values of kindness and treating people like people. And
my generational wealth was my grandpa's law firm.
We know where it came from. 40 years in the desert. You didn't come up empty-handed. God, that was horrible. That might be anti-Semitic. I'm sorry. I take that back. That was horrible. As I have Watto's just nose only in the frame. It just to me, that is the most. That's what these show. Justice League always hit home with those moral lessons, but like for a kids show, so where every episode you weren't really sure where you were gonna get. You weren't sure if you were gonna get like it's kind of like a Full Metal, where like it'd be some very serious topics, and all of a sudden some anime stuff would happen.
I love that you brought up Full Metal because this show really kind of embraced that anime style in a way that other cartoons at the time weren't doing. But again, it is a lot like Full Metal Brotherhood and Jujutsu Kaisen, which are these incredibly popular shows that delve into some really dark things. Like those shows both dive into really dark shit. I mean, you watched the JJK movie with me. You saw.
No, I'm going through the show right now too.
You saw what happened to like Yuta's childhood love and what happened to Riku.
Oh my God!
And don't even get us started on what happened on Full Metal to Nina and Shao Tucker. I mean, and Hughes. I mean, some really heavy shit happens on those shows, and yet you still have very lighthearted, silly moments. You still have Toto on Jujutsu Kaisen doing the boogie woogie attack. You still have just like Edward Elric freaking out because people are calling him short.
Or they find out, he's short, or
they think Alphonse is the Full Metal Alphonse.
Yeah,
exactly. And you know what show came out before those shows? Teen Titans.
Did it really? Wow.
You think?
So I think the success of Teen Titans told Cartoon Network that it's okay for the Boondocks to be in style of anime because those came out around. Teen Titans came out first, but Boondocks was 2006, I believe.
Indeed.
I'm sorry, McNulty. Man, gotta have a show. I mean, a man gotta have a cold. Proposition for you, then, Robin. How about I leave town? You never see me again. It was my sister's boiled cheese that gave me up, wasn't it? Whew, I knew it. You want me to go out there and face the Teen Titans alone, Slade? Shit. McNulty, get in my office right now. Fuck did I do? A lot of our friendship is is saying the same lines to each other over and over again, and sometimes just in costume. So if you want us to come to your local convention, and email that convention center and say you want Troy Bond and Brent Birnbaum to be at a secret identity panel, and we will be there in a heartbeat. You see, like this is the animation. Oh, is this going to be a fight scene?
Oh, you know it's going to be a fight scene.
Tell by the way, yeah. Oh,
Bushido Brown versus the Hateocracy.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, yeah. And you know who Bushido Brown is based off of? Jim
Brown from Jim Kelly. Brown. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. No, you're right. Jim Kelly from Dragon.
Black people have names not based on their skin color. God, yeah. You would not have seen this on an Adult Swim show.
Isn't there a Jim Brown that was in the Dirty Dozen? I'm not crazy there, right?
No, just racist. Least nice guy, great guy. Doesn't want Cyborg to be on the Justice League.
Racist person, the greatest martial artist I've ever met.
I call him a partial artist.
Bushido Brown. I heard him on Candace Owens' show. He was excellent.
He was excellent. I've seen that exact move he just did on Teen Titans, the double stomp down on someone's head. Because Robin has some brutal attacks in Teen Titans where I'm like, what makes me go, who was your Batman? And that's why I think it was Batman from the Batman show, which we have to watch one of these days. Hold on 1 second. Rosie just buzzed because she locked herself out, and I have to let her in. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, no worries. I'm going to cue up another clip. While Troy's letting Rousey, and I'm going to give the True Believers some walk-in. Guys, hi. This is a little break here. This is your friend and friendly neighborhood Christopher Walken here, and I gotta say, I'm so honored that you all listen to my show.
I can't hear him because my headphones aren't on, but I could just tell he's doing walking. Was I right?
You were 100% right.
Nah, I know my boy.
You know the facial expressions.
I know, yeah. You would never be able to. There's no point in you wearing a Robin mask because I'd still be able to tell who you are.
They'd be able to know.
No,
Why would I?
It's a nice name. You should use it more often.
Your Robin, dumb fuck that he is, ended up killing a pimp and stole his money.
This batarang right here was your father's batarang.
He'd be damned if Slade got his hands on it. It was your birthright.
Is it going someplace exotic? Bloodhaven? Central City?
Hey, come in here, Robin. You see the other heroes? They're the real suckers.
They're the real suckers. What was his character's name in Batman Returns?
Max Schreck. And he was actually supposed to be Trump, which is crazy.
I mean, it was
for years I had this watch up my ass. Bubba put it there.
I mean, when he pushed Selena out the window, he's literally grabbing her by the pussy. Why hasn't there been a Teen Titans live action movie made?
That's a great question, and I think that's where we're going. I think Gunn's going to do it.
So too.
Gunn knows what's up.
Yeah, where the Teen Titans go to the Gaza Strip and remove them so the settlers can have a place to live. Like it just makes.
The Teen Titans were promised this land.
It just makes sense to me because you're gonna get everybody. You're gonna get kids. You're gonna get nostalgia adults. Casting, they'll figure that out. I don't know who. Are they still doing that Nightwing Jason Todd movie?
I think so, but I think it's gonna be animated.
Okay, thank God. Otherwise, I'm like, that's a weird move. I really don't believe James Gunn. Same way I don't believe Lucasfilm every time they announce 10 projects, because I'm like, a little movie called Blade taught me not to listen to you people, and you're doing this so your shareholders know, hey, just because everyone hates our movies, I want you to know they're going to be really excited for the ones we got coming out. 50 years of Baby Yoda, baby. Can you spell ka-ching?
Or maybe we instead announce an Inhumans movie, turn it into a TV show, and get the guy who did season one of Iron Fist to do it. It's going to be fantastic. Okay. If you didn't like the first season of Iron Fist, then you're a fucking idiot. Fuck you.
Did I tell you I watched that recently?
Yes. No.
Because I wanted to watch. I'd never seen Jessica Jones before, and
Did you see season 1 of Jessica Jones?
I watched all of it. I'm in love,
brother. I wish I could kill Walter White. I love Kristen Ritter.
How good is season 1 of Jessica Jones?
I can't believe that it did not get the Daredevil blow up.
And David Tennant, hot take, I know, but he's just as good as D'Onofrio in that show. He's so horrifying as Kilgrave.
Very hot take, but I agree. It's and he knows he's stepping into big shoes there. It's like the guy who played Bail Organa in Andor had to replace Jimmy Smits.
Right.
And I thought he was
good.
A great job as the character. And Jessica Jones, she was SA'd, and how they deal with that in that show is, I think, the greatest portrayal. First of all, I don't need to see SA scenes in movies and TV anymore. We've talked about it. But the way it's portrayed in that show and the way Kristen Ritter pulls it off and just her immense amount of talent, her inability to age, she is drop dead gorgeous. I was so happy. I haven't seen the episode yet, but I'm so happy she's back in Daredevil.
Oh yeah,
love it.
Her episode hasn't dropped yet. Whenever.
Okay, but I heard she had a baby with Luke Cage.
I think they implied that in the trailer. But I mean, I think Bendis put it perfectly when we were asking him about Kilgrave.
I love when we can name drop people we've talked to.
When we can name drop it, go check out our
Bendis apparently episode. Talked over the entire time. Some of you guys are wrong sometimes. There was a lag on his side, but regardless, he made a great point of when he said Jessica and Kilgrave was the wrong hero and wrong villain. It was the wrong hero and wrong villain at the wrong time. Yes. Yeah. Also, just side note, and true believers, I want them to know this too. Next episode, I'm going to make Slade name 30 X-Men. I'm not even kidding. I told her she has a week to study, but I'm going to make her name 30 X-Men. And if she can't, each and every one of you are going to nothing about it. But she called me because she thought I was actually upset with her.
Oh, really?
And I was like, I was like, no, man, like you're a woman. I've never considered your feelings at all. No, of course not. I love her to death. Gail Simone would be a fun one to have.
I'd love to get Gail Simone.
Her takes on Titans and on Raven.
Troy and I just get a little annoyed. Again, this is not you guys, the true believers, listening to the podcast, but when we clip stuff out and certain social justice warriors are just like, let the woman talk, and it's just like, you ever listen to the show?
They're making me a Republican.
We are the ones that get interrupted. We're the ones that get interrupted because she shouted out apartheid for no reason.
I know. It's because of you. I'm gonna stop cutting stuff out of the show that's gonna ruin Slater's career when she's riffing with the boys.
No, but we love Slater, and she's
an integral part of the Trinity.
She'll be back. She'll be back on the show shortly.
Can we talk about Raven for a second?
We definitely want to talk about Raven. I do want to bring up one other thing.
Oh yes, please.
Raven's. I want to bring up Red X, which is
yes. That was what I wanted to ask.
I love the Red X stuff because I think there's a lot of stuff we can talk about with Raven. But Red X, I think, was such a cool. It was Robin initially to try to get closer to Slade, and then someone steals the suit, and we'd never know who it is. But when you watch the Red X episode, I think they very clearly state who stole the Red X suit and why he's doing what he's doing. And I'll show you why.
Walk me through it.
So this is Beast Boy coming up with his ideas for who could be behind
coming up
the Red
with
X
ideas for alternate medicine instead of a COVID vaccine.
I don't know anything about the Packers controversy. Is that what's going on with him?
That's why they fired him.
So this is Beast Boy
Allegedly.
Going over the potential.
I love this.
Potential options. Right there. They put it on the screen. They are telling you who.
Oh
Red
my
X
God!
Is. It's Jason Todd.
Wait, who's Jason Todd? The Robin?
I think no. The Robin is Dick Grayson. Is Jason Todd. Because if you remember when Robin and Red X are saving the Titans together, and Red X has been a thief, he's been antagonist the whole episode, and Robin keeps saying to him, "Why don't you help us?" And Red X is like, "That's not my thing. I don't do the hero thing."
Go full screen for a second.
I don't know how to make it fuller screen than
share the screen share for a second. I just want to. I'm gonna do one thing, or just
oh
look at me.
Shorty was Jason Todd.
Shorty wasn't international. Shorty was Jason Todd. Okay.
And Jason Todd ain't dead. Oh man, I could do an entire episode of watching you do Weebay gifs. But yeah, but in that clip where Red X comes back to help Robin save the Teen Titans, Robin says to Red X, he goes, "I thought you don't play the hero." Yeah, and Red X goes, "Doesn't mean I don't know how." That's Jason Todd, man.
Wow. So like,
if you know, you know.
I'm thinking watching this, okay, they're throwing a bone to us. It's like that episode of The Simpsons when there was a bunch of Homer Simpson clones and they had to chase after him, and then in the midst of the sea of clones, there's one Peter Griffin, which is basically them saying Peter Griffin is just a Homer clone, and they're like, oh, cool, that's for the fans. What you just said backed up everything you said, and that's headcanon now, and that is, I hate saying this when we record because I like to be in the moment. That's a clip right there. I love that so much.
Oh yeah, no, Robin on Teen Titans is Dick Grayson. Red X on Teen Titans is Jason Todd. That's all I want to say. That's all I want to say on that subject. Let's talk about
who's the one true God in religion we should worship while we're at it. Okay, Raven. Raven to me was always interesting because like her dad, depending on how you want to look at it.
I should have said Trigon there. That would have been perfect. Who's the one true God? Trigon.
I thought you were going to say that.
This is why I'm a less successful comedian.
No, that's not why. It's because you've sucked way less cocks than I have. Her dad, Trigon, at the end of I think it was Justice League Dark War, which was those series of movies that came out in the 2010s, and it starts with like the parademons and Darkseid like killing almost everybody in the league. And then Superman has like the kryptonite infused in him, so he can't do anything. And the way they essentially defeat Darkseid is they release Trigon, and Trigon beats the shit out of him, and he goes like, "You call yourself a god?" And he just beats it. So like, and I could be called out for saying this. Darkseid's my favorite DC big bad. But so like, I would love to say he's most powerful, but Trigon beating the dog shit out of him at the end of that movie goes, there's somebody stronger than, obviously Superman, but like he doesn't always defeat Darkseid. He just beats him so hard. Darkseid got to go home and try in the car.
It's like Thanos to Galactus. Like when you take out the Infinity Gauntlet, if Thanos goes up against Galactus, Thanos would lose.
I read a theory the other day. I don't know how stupid you're going to find it or if you're going to find credence to it. I find it stupid because you and I both know I don't think they care that much. But the reason why Galactus looks at the Statue of Liberty when he lands in New York is because of about the Lady Liberty entity in Marvel. Lady Liberty is a character who I think lives inside the Statue of Liberty, but she's like a cosmic being, and whenever the Earth is about to destroy itself, she intervenes and she saves everything. So basically, I think she's a character they created so when they wrote themselves into a corner, the Statue of Liberty could come save them. But arguably the most powerful hero. What were we gonna say?
I was just thinking it was because Galen, the basis of Galactus, was actually a 20th century Eastern European immigrant. So when he got to Earth and he saw this Statue of Liberty, he goes, "Yeah, isn't it beautiful?"
He's like, "They ruined it. It used to be copper."
I believe in America.
What the theory was? I believe in America. God, I'll catch your Godfather lines any day. You don't even got to say them twice. Sometimes I'm like, not everything about the Godfather. Then I'm like, I'm talking to a man where everything is about the Godfather. Yes, it is. So the theory is when he looked at the Statue of Liberty, he was just making sure that it wasn't Lady Liberty because she intervenes and could stop Galactus theoretically. And if there's one Galactus in all the multiverse, then that means he may have encountered a Lady Liberty. But like the reason why I say I don't believe that is because I don't think that the fans are the ones working on the projects anymore. That might sound like a bitchy thing to say, but I don't think fans are working on the projects anymore. So that you're writing a better movie in your head than the ones you're going to see.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm trying to think of a counterpoint, but I mean, the fact of the matter is,
they're working on them.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I mean, well, James Gunn is a fan, so I'll say that.
Yes,
And but he's a big boss. Like, who is the most successful comic book nerd in Hollywood? Like, as like an auteur, probably
Donald
Kevin
Glover.
Smith. Oh yeah, I mean. Donald. Yeah, I'd say actually probably Donald Glover, but like as like a pure. Well, actually, Atlanta is one of the greatest TV shows of all time. Okay,
no, I would say those two.
Yeah, those two.
I would highly put those two up there for real.
And what happened to Donald Glover's Deadpool show? It never came off the ground. What happened?
They lied on him. They said he said he was too busy to do that show, and he was like, was never too busy. Here's the preview for it that I've been working on. I was so mad when they did.
And what happened to Kevin Smith's Superman movie? It was never made.
They're never going to let them. Kevin Smith has said this himself. He's like, they're never going to let me make a Star Wars movie. Of all the people on the planet who I want to see make a Star Wars movie, it's Kevin Smith. Because I don't think that you need to be a nerd to write a beautiful movie. Look at Noah Hawley. Noah Hawley wrote Legion. I think Legion's incredible, and I think his Doctor Doom movie would have been insane. I don't think he's as big of a nerd as Kevin Smith or Glover. You just have to understand. If you're a big nerd and you love writing the way we do, you understand how to write for those characters that we love. Like, look at,
Absolutely.
You know why Alex Ross's paintings are so well done and why he is in every single one of them? 2 reasons. 1, he sees himself in those characters, and we all want to see ourselves in those characters. That's why we watch those shows. And 2, he has a love for the game and appreciating the game. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but Alex Ross sculpts his figures before he paints them. And to me, what that does as an artist, when you're a craftsman like that, and the whole thing is in your hands, there's a reason why you put his cover next to another cover and you go, well, that's why everyone loves it. It's not the realism. Maybe for them, it's the realism that you're seeing, but the realism you're seeing exists because somebody is so passionate about these characters, and not just them flying or punching up the bad guy or whatever. It's like that Stan Lee line in that movie with Jason Lee where he's like, Dr. Doom hides behind this mask. That's me. You're bringing it back around. That's Mallrats by Kevin Smith. And we as a society, we are so blessed that we have Alex Ross, that we have books like to quote Don Rickles, Alex is one of the greatest artists of our time. Ask him, he'll tell you.
Exactly. But we are blessed that we get to read Kingdom Come, that we get to read Justice, that we get to read Justice, and
that we get to look at what he. I mean, this is
absolutely.
the first episode I haven't had it there, but that Alex Ross backdrop that we usually shoot in front of, that was a pretty penny for that pretty penny. But I've always wanted that, and that's one of the most beautiful pieces of art. It's an honor to hang his picture in my house.
And that's where I'm going to cut the clip, because now I'm going to say, hey, I didn't love the Marvels. I'll be honest. I know a lot of you asked us to do it, and Troy really wanted, and maybe we'll do it at some point. The art was incredible, so striking. God, I was bored, though.
I think that Rian Johnson created the most cinematically beautiful Star Wars movie to ever look at, other than Empire Strikes Back. But watching that movie feels like I'm watching my grandmother be shot in the face over and over and over again. And you can clip that. You can tell Ryan I said so, and start spelling it the regular fucking way. Before we get out here, is there any other Titan thing?
Well, you wanted to talk about Raven. Do you have
oh yes. The Trigon thing. That's why I wanted to bring her up.
Oh, okay.
Because just Raven, like you in that series, she's always talking about, because they have her father trapped away in another dimension, and she's like, I really don't want to do this, but this is the only way we're going to be able to free him. And Darkseid just ends up mollywopping him. Watch Justice League Dark War if you're listening when you get a chance. Get a little cognac in you, get a little bit of kryptonite lettuce in you, and then just watch that fight scene, because it's incredible. And also, there's a 6-issue Raven series that I have that we're going to go over on the show.
It's Justice League Dark Apocalypse War.
Justice League. I think so. Yeah.
They can watch it now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's show them. I love it. A lot of people hated it. But I'll be the guy from the episode Sopranos. A lot of people didn't like it, but I just did this. Okay, yeah. All right, so Batman was in the Omega chair.
Oh my God, this is so.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is so cool.
Trigon just mollywopped.
Oh my God, dude.
When have you ever seen anybody take that to Darkseid before?
Darkseid does not stand a chance here. Holy cow!
And then they're like, do you need help? And he's like, girl, get out of here. I'm having the time of my life right now with this guy, and just basically beats him into oblivion.
Oh my God!
Yeah. If you see that red line under there when you're going through, and there's a spike, it'll say most replayed. I always look for those when I'm watching these because I want to see what other people were looking for. And there's King Shark, really good. I think that's Captain Boomerang.
That's Boomerang there, yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, Harley. So this is the Suicide Squad then.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I could tell because they were listening to Sean Kingston. That's Lois, obviously. Trigon, that's Trigon there. And just ready to kick ass. Like I love and Lois, I don't know if she dies. But everyone basically dies in this movie.
Is Trigon like fused with Superman? Is that what's going on?
Yes,
here?
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Because that was the only way to get the kryptonite.
I see.
Yeah. And props to Trigon here for not just completely taking over the body because he 100% could have.
He just wanted. He's like Battle Beast. He just wanted the battle.
And now he doesn't have the Kryptonian strength, so Darkseid about to talk that shit. No, keep watching. Darkseid about to talk that shit. And he's sitting there going, yeah, look at you. What are you going to do now, you bitch ass motherfucker? I'm what's known as a new god. We got Soups. I'm pretty sure it's what it is. I mean, Soups gets his licks in, but I'm pretty sure you skip ahead to the end a little bit. I want to make sure I didn't just misinform the true believers. I may have spread misinformation, but this is what makes me different from Joe Rogan. I was right about Trigon being able to mollywop him.
Right. But yeah, I guess it's more fitting. Oh no, not Constantine.
No, he's a fucking prick. Oh, they just okay. All right. Yeah. There might be a different scene where at the end that happens, but oh wait, that was Apocalypse War, right? Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I might have been wrong, but I feel like the true believers might help me out. But anyway, that's what I wanted to bring up. Is that's the only person I've ever seen bring it to Darkseid?
That's awesome.
Superman.
I think that might be an episode.
I had a fucking blast.
This was so much fun.
I want to thank you for recommending it because I got to go back and watch all of the Teen Titans, and I think that covers all of the DC cartoons we watched when we were a kid. Now we've done an episode on every single one of them, and I'm glad we ended it out with a bang. But if you want to see us do more Titan stuff, true believers, listen, we're starting a Patreon. It will be linked below. You are going to want to sign up for this now because when May 1st hits, you're going to have an incredible amount of content, and I want you to be able to enjoy it and see what we've been working on behind the scenes. We got gaming stuff. We got sketches. We have so much fun stuff. And there's different tiers. There's different levels. Don't did you just hear that horn? Yeah, that's a true believer outside telling me, get your ass to fucking Broadway. You're running late. But sign up for our Patreon when you see it down below.
Yes, and if you're in the tri-state area, if you want to see some live stand-up comedy, Troy and I are going to be at the Bridgeport Stress Factory next weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Dynamic duo will be heading down there ourselves Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and my father will be emceeing. So he is my father.
I know. I love it. He did well at Broadway last show.
Yeah. I don't know what show you watch, but that's probably interesting. But until then, until next week, true believers, thank you so much for the love. I have been Troy Bond.
I've been Brett Birnbaum.
And if you see something, say something to Deathstroke, because that is a man who has ops full of who are just children, and him and the professor from Powerpuff Girls need to be put in jail.
And that's where I cut it.